we're really looking forward to talking more about the project that you're on right now, which is the Cambridge Memorial Hospital, if I'm right. Can you give us a bit of an overview of this project?
Yeah, for sure. So it's extremely exciting. It's exciting in the fact that we're delivering a quality product to the city of Cambridge, which I know has been long awaited for. So Ellis Don was awarded the project in December of 2020. So if we kind of get a sense of what was going on in 2020, it was a crazy time to be awarded a major hospital renovation project. The project itself consists of 23 different phases. So one key component and one of the greatest challenges of doing a hospital renovation is that the hospital needs to maintain its core function, which is treating people, right, either sick or recovering or what have you. So at no time can we disrupt any of the adjacent spaces. So the logistics of the project is probably the most difficult part. Any renovation has its challenges with unforeseen conditions or hazardous materials, but hospitals are uniquely challenging because of how intricate all the different systems are. So again, coming back to a kind of a high level of what the project is, it's 24 phases. So essentially, we would take over a department at a time. We identify any of the services that we're able to remove, any of the services that need to maintain core function. A lot of times we're restricted between our working hours because there may be operating rooms or children being born in a space immediately adjacent to where we're working. So a lot of those considerations will play into how we determine our resource allocation and when and how we can get people into the space. So once the utilities are identified, we start the demolition process. And that always brings up a number of challenges, whether it's hazardous materials, which we weren't aware of, or beam locations aren't where they're being supposed to be, or a completely different construction methodology that wasn't shown on the 1930 plans that we were given. So we complete the demolition, and then it goes straight into fit out. So that'll be your typical ICI type of fit out. Everything is rated 2 hours, so all steel stud and fire rated materials. And then it's commissioning. The hospital moves in, and we hop on to the next phase. And currently on this project, 24 phases. It runs in 3 streams. And I hope I'm not going too fast or too much information.
No, that's great.
Perfect. Yeah. So we're running 3 streams right now. We call them the North Stream, the South Stream, and the Tower Stream. And again, it's based on the operations of the hospital, how they can manage the departments. Like we have to finish. If we're removing, usually if we're taking over a lab space, we have to have a separate lab space for them to move into. So it requires a lot of close coordination with a lot of different stakeholders, not only CMH staff, but we have to be mindful of patrons using the hospital, how they're going to travel and egress through the hospital space to make sure that proper fire rating and code requirements are being met. And then there's also the different owners of the hospital as well, that we have to be mindful of their budgets and stuff like that. So not as technically challenged on the construction side, but as far as logistics and cooperation and that level of communication that's required, I've never been on a project like it.